Hey guys, and welcome back in the hot seat. We're here today to be touching on the recap, mostly about France. Unfortunately, I didn't have any capture or theater for Monaco, but we will touch on point standings, all that good stuff. But I just want to say welcome back to the hot seat. We'll get through the intro and right into the recap. A little bit more of a commentary kind of side this time, so let's see how it goes. Alright, so straight into the recap. So we're starting 1, 2, 3 out of qualifying with King, Ghost, and 11D, and they're off. So everyone getting a bit of movement happening. Juicy with that amazing start there. You can really see him climbing in the order. Tons of stuff happening there. Teleporting J-Rack. We're moving on. We're super wide there. And the traffic is starting to get a bit better now, and a lot of people still trying to make moves in the order. A lot of movement by Incident in the start there as well. Jeff driving really strong on the first lap. The AlphaTauris were definitely fighting there. Unfortunately, Chris KY lost it there and went right into the wall. Catastrophic, but we wish him well. And looking at the order as things go, watch me squint, become blind. Izzy Boy in 5th with Godly in 4th currently. J-Rack sitting up in 3rd, but gets overtaken by Godly. We got J-Rack falling down the order to 8th. He is out of the race. So we got a lot of movement still by the looks of it, but things are starting to settle down a bit. Jeff making absolutely great pace on me here. I was having a lot of trouble staying ahead of him with the broken wing. He decided to go in on lap 3. And a lot of action in this race, and a lot of clean competitive nature too. I saw, well, with me personally, with Incident, some good side-by-side racing. I hope he feels the same way, but hey, what can you do? But we're going to be moving on here. They're getting into lap 2. Looks like Godly finally grabbed 3rd there. We got Izzy in 4th with Dirty in 5th. So moving on to lap 10. Not a lot of action around me. A little bit of wheel-to-wheel action here with Incident coming off the DRS. But as it stands, King still holding it down with Godly and Ghost in the 1, 2, 3. And same 4, 5 with Izzy and Dirty. And we'll be touching a lot more on everybody else after this, because just a theater recap, so just this way we could see a little bit of it. So we're going to be moving directly into it here. Alright guys, another week, another race done. We got France out of the way. It was a fun race, I thought anyways, and it's looking like the 562 King taking home another podium 2 weeks in a row. Keep an eye out for this guy. 129.737 with the qualifying time. 132.665 best lap. And the race time, 20:41.507. So, really good pace by him. So, really good. And coming in second is Godly for the second week in a row. McLaren looking like the 130.199 qualifying time with the grid start of 5th. And 132.906 being their best lap. Only 2 seconds out on the King, so it was very close in a sense. So moving on to number 3, Ghost. We are looking at Haas. He started in number 2 with a 129.870 qualifying time with a best lap of 132.797. He did have his 3-second penalty taken away by the stewards, as he got 2 warnings in 1 spot, so that's not supposed to happen. It was 1 incident, so they took that away. So 3rd for Ghost. Moving on to Izzy Boy. Izzy Boy in the Aston Martin. Started 7th, moved up to 4th. Big day. 132.85 being his qualifying time, and we're looking, or 265, sorry. 132.744 with the best lap. So very good day by Izzy. Dirty in the AlphaTauri is 4th, falling back to 5th. He's 130.197 in qualifying with a 132.712 best lap. And keep an eye out for Jordy. He's got a lot of pace. And then we're moving on to the Mercedes. Here we go. So we got Hal. He started in 6th, finished in 6th with 132.11 being his qualifying time. 133.347. And of course his teammate Jeff finishing in 7th right behind him with a 135.29. But he started 10th, so he gained up 3 places. So good job by him. 133.310 being his best lap of the day. 11 and the Ferrari started 3rd, but he qualified 130.065. He had a best lap of 133.015, but he started 3rd, finished 8th. Moving on to the next McLaren, McKenny the Hitman Hart. He started 9th, finished 9th with a 134.39 qualifying time with a 133.431. And his best lap incident. He started 14th, moved up to 10th. He did have that grid penalty to start with, so that was tough to see for him, but he still got into the points. 133.46 for his qualifying, and we're looking at 133.315, so that's gonna round out our point getters for the day. We also have Guitar Hero putting down a 131.164 for the best lap time of the day. So let's dive into the driver standings for F1. Currently, we're looking at the 562 King. He had 2 podium finishes for 50 points so far. Godley in 2nd with 36 points for 2 second place finishes. We got Izzy Boy in the Aston Martin with 27 points alongside Ghost with 27 points, tied for 3rd. In 5th, we have Jeff with 14 points. Congrats to him. Keep it up. Incident tied with 11 at 11 points for 6th place currently in a tie. Jordy has 10 points, tied with Hal for 8th place. And Arab Kid is in 10th in the Aston Martin with 4 points. So that's going to cut out the top 10. Definitely for France, I would like to say Juicy had a great start to that race. There was a lot of highlights to it. It's sad to see J-Rack leaving as well, but I hope that he gets his connection issues figured out soon. So I'm sure we'll see the Smoke and Red duo out there soon. So we're going to move along into the Constructor Standings as they stand right now. Alright, so we got the Constructor Standings up. Alpine taking home 1st place with 50 points right now. Haas is tied for 2nd with McLaren with 38 points. We're looking at Aston Martin with 31 points. And we're looking at Mercedes with 24 points. So that's cutting out our 4-5. Ferrari is in 6th with 11 points. And AlphaTauri in 10th. In 7th with 10 points. And don't sleep on Williams or Alfa Romeo or Red Bull. I'm sure they'll get into the points eventually. So the season's just getting started, and we got some challenging courses coming at us this year. Especially the first 3 off the hop are very quick, narrow, like kind of turning. Anyways, Suzuka is a little wider though, and same with France. So what am I talking about? But anyways, besides the point. So that kind of touches us up on where we're at in the F1 season so far. And as it goes, King is an absolute devil. He is made of speed. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to J-Rack for hopefully a temporary hiatus until he gets his internet situation figured out. So we wish him the best as well. And Ferrari, hopefully we'll hear some news on them. And that's all I can really touch on for F1 right now. And of course, I thought I would take a few minutes to include our boys down in F2. Alright, so jumping into F2. So after France, Kung Fu Panda taking home the big dub. He's looking like he's got 35 points, so leading the driver's standing currently. But Say will not be going away quite easily. He did win with the fastest lap in Monaco. He qualified 1st in France, but unfortunately had a 2-stop. So I'm assuming he took some damage. But he's taken home 27 points for himself. And we got Mike and the Haas with 25 points. And it's looking like Reckless, taking home 19 points for Aston Martin. Crazy Face in the Haas taking home 18. We got Raven in the Mercedes with 15 points. It's looking like he's in 6th place. Yo, check me out in the AlphaTauri, 7th place. He's got 2-point finishes for 14 points. Call me maybe in the other McLaren with 12 points. And 8th place, we also got Steven AJ in the Aston Martin. He's got 12 points on the season in 9th place. And we'll close it out with T-Brum in the Ferrari. He's got 8 points, and that's going to close out our top 10. So let's hop into the Constructor Standings for F2. Alright, so here we are. We're looking at the Constructor Standings for F2. We got McLaren with 47 points holding down first place. Haas with 43, 2nd place. And then Mercedes is right behind them at 42 in 3rd. We got Aston Martin with 31 points in 4th place. We got AlphaTauri with 16 points in 5th place. Ferrari, 8 points, tied with Red Bull with 8 points for 6th place. We got the Alpine with 6 points, holding down 8th. We also got Alfa Romeo with 4 points, holding down 9th, and the Williams holding down 10th currently. So, to add, looks like they've been having some fun down there for sure. Looks like there's some speed, a little bit of pace kind of everywhere right now. So it's kind of fun to see the league growing this way and the way that it'll work in the future. I think that's where it'll really pay off. And I'm really excited to see what else we get into this season. A lot of guys are starting to look fast, as I predicted in the F1 side of things. Just a lot of pace in the top 5 now. I would even stretch it out to top 8. So you're going to see a lot of close finishes there. And I also want to congratulate once again Kung Fu Panda for taking home a podium down there. So long-time F1 driver. So good job on him. So that's going to close it out for the week. If we could scoop up an interview, I will add it. But other than that, this will do for now. So this is Kenny the Hitman Hart signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And once again, I'm always open to feedback, anything that you think that we could add to this to make it a little bit more fun. That's what I'm about. So no fun meme and trolling this time around, but we'll get back to it. So you guys have a good night, okay?